had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see?
Welcome to Wonderland. Come in, have no fear.
Welcome to Wonderland, where self-discovery takes a curious and whimsical turn. This is Wonderland Unlocked, a journey into the heart of Wonderland itself, exploring the emotions, struggles, and personal growth that shape who we are. I'm Courtney, a peer support specialist with my own winding path through identity, emotions, and transformation. Inspired by my experiences and the lessons I've learned, I created this series to explore how the characters of Wonderland connect to our real-life challenges. In each episode, we'll shine a light on a different Wonderland character, uncovering what their story teaches us about ourselves. From Alice's search for identity to the Mad Hatter's chaos, the Treasure Cat's wisdom to the Queen of Hearts' fury, we'll explore what their journeys reveal about our own. So take a step down the rabbit hole, embrace the unexpected, and let's unlock Wonderland within.
Alice, sweetheart, it's time for tea. Alice? Alice?
In Alice in Wonderland, Bill the Lizard is a minor character, but his role holds a powerful metaphor. He is tasked with impossible expectations, whether it's being sent up the chimney to fix a problem caused by Alice, or getting blamed when things go wrong.
A monster, Dodo, in my house, Dodo.
Dodo.
Oh, my poor little bitty house.
Steady, old chap. Can't be as bad as all that, you know.
Oh, my poor roof and rafters. Oh, my walls, and there it is.
By Jove. Jolly well is, isn't it?
Well, do something, Dodo.
Yes, indeed. An extraordinary situation, but
But what?
But I have a very simple solution.
Thank goodness. What is it?
Simply pull it out the chimney.
Yes, go on, pull it out.
Who, me? Don't be ridiculous. What we need is a lizard with a ladder.
Hmm? Oh, Bill. We need a lizard with a litter. Can you help us?
At your service, Governor.
Bill's role represents something many of us experience: the overwhelming weight of unrealistic expectations, the pressure to perform, and the exhaustion of being the scapegoat when things don't go as planned. In today's episode, we'll explore the following: the emotional toll of always being expected to fix things, the frustration of being the fall guy or a scapegoat, how to break free from the burden of unrealistic expectations, and how to set healthy boundaries and redefine self-worth outside of what we do for others. If you've ever felt like you're carrying everyone else's burdens while your own needs go ignored, this episode is for you.
Bill, my lad, have you ever been down a chimney?
Why, Governor, I've been down more chimneys.
Excellent. You just pop down the chimney and haul that monster out of there.
Righto, Governor. Monster.
That's better. Bill, lad, you're passing up a golden opportunity.
I am.
You can be famous.
I can.
Of course. There's a brave lad. In you go now. Nothing to it, old boy. Simply tie your tail around the monster's neck and drag it up.
But Governor.
Good luck, Bill. Well, there goes Bill.
Poor Bill.
We're talking about Bill the Lizard, the character who always gets the short end of the stick. He's given impossible tasks, expected to succeed without support, and then blamed when things inevitably go wrong. Sound familiar? We all have moments where we feel like Bill, whether it's at work, in our relationships, or within our families. The expectation to be the responsible one, to be the problem solver, or to be the one who always figures things out can feel like an invisible weight pressing down on us. And yet, when things don't go according to plan, somehow it's our fault. Today, we're going to unpack this experience and talk about how to step out of this exhausting cycle. Who is Bill the Lizard? For those who need a refresher, Bill the Lizard appears when Alice disrupts Wonderland by growing too large inside White Rabbit's house. Instead of addressing the root cause, Alice's expected transformation, the creatures of Wonderland send Bill up the chimney to fix things. It's a task he's clearly not prepared for. And before he can even succeed, Alice sneezes, sending him flying into the sky. And what happens? Instead of anyone taking responsibility for the chaos, Bill is blamed. His story is a metaphor for how we often find ourselves in roles where we're expected to fix things beyond our control. And when failure happens, not because of our own doing, but because of the circumstances, we take the fall. Have you ever been in a situation like that? At work, in your family, in your friendships, where no matter what you do, you feel like you can't win? That's what we're exploring today. Some unrealistic expectations in different areas of our life could include, at work, the overachiever trap. Have you ever been the person who always gets asked to take on the extra projects because you're so reliable? Maybe you're the one who stays late while others leave, who fixes mistakes that weren't even yours, or who carries the weight of a team without getting credit. At first, it might feel like a compliment, being trusted to get things done. But over time, it becomes an expectation rather than a recognition of your effort. You start to feel like your value is tied only to what you do and not who you are. An example would be, a friend of mine once had a boss who always gave her the last minute, high-stakes projects. If something went wrong, the blame landed on her, even if she had no control over the circumstances. She told me, it got to the point where I started dreading my job, not because I hated the work, but because I felt like I could never win. Sound familiar? 2. In relationships, the fixer role. Being the fixer in relationships can feel just as exhausting. Maybe you're the one always offering advice, always the one people turn to for support. And at first, it feels good to be needed. But what happens when the support isn't reciprocated? Example, you have a friend who calls you whenever they're in crisis, but when you need someone to listen, they suddenly become too busy. Over time, this imbalance can lead to resentment and burnout. 3. Family expectations. The unseen effort. Family dynamics can place some heavy burdens on us as well. Some of us are the caretakers, the problem solvers, the peacemakers. Maybe you're the one expected to hold the family together, manage responsibilities, or take care of relatives, even at the expense of your own well-being. The worst part? The effort goes unnoticed. It's just expected of you. The real kicker about being the responsible one is that when things go wrong, the blame falls on us. Feeling unseen or unappreciated. Bill gets no credit for his efforts, only blame when things go south. This happens all the time in real life. The invisible work we do isn't acknowledged. But the moment something goes wrong, it's suddenly our responsibility. The cycle of self-sacrifice. Many of us continue taking on burdens because we think maybe this time we'll finally get the recognition or appreciation we deserve. But the truth is, the cycle never ends unless we end it. So how do we break out of this cycle? 1. We set boundaries. You don't have to take on every responsibility thrown your way. You can say no, and saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you healthy. 2. Communicate your needs. People can't respect your limits if they don't know what they are. Have honest conversations about what you can and can't take on. 3. Redefine your worth. Your value isn't in how much you do for others. Your worth is inherent. Start practicing self-compassion. 4. Let go of perfectionism. Not everything needs to be fixed by you. It's okay to let others take responsibility for their own issues. Breaking free from these expectations isn't easy. It takes time, but you deserve to be seen, valued, and respected for who you are, not just for what you do for others. You are not defined by the roles others put on you. You are defined by the love you show yourself. Let go of the burden, release the blame, and step into your worth. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share your thoughts. How do you handle the burden of expectations? Yay me, yay you, and yay us.